And welcome back to another video. Today we have Hercules versus Thanatos. So intelligence, already got it there. Flying ability and strength. So Thanatos, again being the primordial god of death, being significantly older than Hercules, again goes by the general rule of thumb, which is the older a god is, the smarter they are, again relatively speaking. There are a few special cases, but on average, if you were to compare most characters within the God of War universe, typically age is a indicator of intelligence. Fighting ability and strength. Well, Hercules again he was part of the Argonauts, which I'm pretty sure at this point has happened because this is towards the end of his story, so to speak, in the Greek saga of the God of War universe. And he was able to, again, if you get him with, if Hercules does not have his gauntlets on him, he's able to wrestle and also box fairly well and effectively. He can grapple. And not to mention, at this point, Hercules has already bested Thanatos within a wrestling match. So, and strength too goes to Hercules because at this point he's very much on par with Zeus. Right? He's definitely on par with Zeus, and he's slightly weaker than Kratos. So, and this again is a Kratos with who has defeated Poseidon. He's absorbed the soul of Hades, which is a tremendous amp from what I understand. So being able to come close to Kratos' strength, even at that point, is pretty damn impressive. Speed. Hercules is fast and he's able to dodge, I think, Helios' light, which is a speed of light based attack. But Thanatos is able to again move incredibly fast. Not to mention he's in control of a domain in which is outside of time and space. So things like that don't really apply to him. That's the general gist of it. So speed goes to Thanatos. Durability. I did a pre-record of this, and I gave this a durability tie because at the end of the day, Hercules is able to brush off attacks from every single weapon that Kratos threw at Hercules. And it wasn't until that Hercules was defenseless, it hurt, and Kratos was able to pummel his face in almost 20 times with the Nemean cestus. Straight. Again, this is a full bloodlusted Kratos at this point. So, you have that compared to someone who dealt with a full bloodlusted Ghost of Sparta Kratos, right? Which required him the Blades of Chaos, which he used to pry open Thanatos' chest and then stab him with it. Right? So, I think honestly it's a tie. In vulnerability, even though Hercules' armor, Thanatos has a monster form which seems to kind of be like a big armored form, I guess. So I'd probably give the edge to Thanatos on that. Energy projection and AP. As far as I'm aware of, Thanatos doesn't really have much in the way of AP or energy projection. He uses his sword, and he has his monster form. In terms of attack potency, I don't think there's many. In terms of the Greek games, I don't think there's many that could top Hercules. And it's because the Nemean cestus, for the most part, are practically the equivalent of Mjolnir. They just don't have any. They don't have any elemental control. That's pretty much the fundamental difference. Not to mention, one is a hammer, and these are actual gauntlets. So there's a couple differences, but Hercules with the Nemean cestus is very equivalent to Thor with Mjolnir. They're practically the same thing. Again, the Nemean cestus were able to destroy onyx, which is the most durable material within the Greek universe. Even the Blade of Olympus couldn't cut through it. So, all things considered, and again, you put that behind the strength of Hercules, or you have the strength of Hercules behind the gauntlets, and it's just big-time damage output. Versatility. Again, Hercules doesn't really have much. Thanatos, being a god, has more abilities to him. And the X Factor and hacks, it is, 4-4? I think the X Factor, it has to go to Thanatos. Again, Hercules is a demigod at this point. He's a demigod. Right? Sure, he can throw down and he can hurt Thanatos, for sure. But if this is a fight to the death, I don't see Thanatos winning. I don't see Hercules winning this. He could, but, again, let's see, what do we have? 1, 3, we have 6. what did I... Oh, I gave it a tie on durability, right. So it's, what, 6-4. There's a chance Hercules can win, but all in all, it's very unlikely, considering what Thanatos is capable of. Again, this was actually one where you could probably argue the other way around, right? It's like, well, could Hercules blunt force trauma to kill Thanatos? Could he kill Thanatos using blunt force trauma? He very well could. He's definitely strong enough to do it. But considering how slow Hercules is with the Nemean Cestus, I don't see it happening. I think Hercules has a better chance without the Cestus than he does with the Cestus. Because he's so slow when he telegraphs all of his attacks that Thanatos is going to be able to block it or dodge it or whatever. Alright? The only thing Thanatos probably... And Thanatos also can fly too. So any ground pound attacks are virtually useless in that sense. So, yeah. So in this case, Thanatos is the winner of this fight. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any insight in the comment section below. I hope you have a great day, and stay tuned.